What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode about Inside the Zine. It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Tribe with me.
What up?
All right. Before I start, I gotta do my announcement. This Friday is gonna be the opening of my Masquerade clothing brand store. Finally got a
Dope,
custom made shirt. You know what I'm
dope,
saying?
dope.
All right. So yeah, make sure y'all follow my Instagram for pre-orders and whatnot. And then after Friday, it's gonna all prices gonna change and shit. All right. So this inside the zine was not really planned. I was not really planning on doing a video today, but
Mm,
I got this source issue, the Gangstar 1994
mm-hmm.
issue, where I
Yeah.
think they were talking about hard to earn and
Right.
stuff like that. And I was just like, ooh, this one's a collector's item
Yep.
and shit. They're talking about, Dougie Fresh is mentioned. They talked about Illmatic here and shit.
Yep.
Um, they got Afro Plane's album. Yeah, I don't know what Afro Plane is.
I don't know them. Alpha Plane.
Shit, I wonder what the source got wrong this time.
Right?
Quad's album, 1994.
Mm, okay.
Very underrated album and shit. Um, they got like the heavy rotation Best Buys.
Mm,
They have Nas's Illmatic, E40's The
right.
Mailman, Conscious Dollars Ear to the Streets, Down South, Lost in Brooklyn, and the 45 King, The Lost Breakbeats.
I
Heavy
never.
rotation.
I didn't hear the 45 King joint.
Me either.
Mm,
I haven't heard any of these joints besides Illmatic. Be real
right.
with you.
Down
And
South. The Down South album I heard way, way back. I think the Beatnuts produced that for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the conscious dollars like that. So
Like I heard their album too, like a long time ago.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the heavy rotation, they got Casual's Fear Your Spirit Self, Black Moon Enter the Stage, Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, Queen Latifah, Black Rain, Too Short, Get In Where You Fit In, Wu Tang, 36 Chambers, Domino, Subtitled, Ice School Lethal Injection, Delta Funky Homo Sapien, No Need for Alarm, and last but not least, Snoop Doggy Dogg, Doggy Style.
Man, half of
So
those albums are out of print.
half of those albums should have been on the Best Buys and shit. Even the
Definitely,
conscious,
man. I
really,
would love to
man.
get the Dell album and Casual joint. You know,
Yeah. All right. We got Salt and Pepper on the New York Magazine right here, straight out of Queens.
nice.
It's the very necessary era.
Yes.
I've always loved their hairstyles around that era
Yeah.
too.
Same. Short styles.
Yeah. They got Tupac going through his trial,
Wow.
sexual abuse trial and shit.
Wow. This is before Death Row.
Yes, sir. All right. Ice Cube's Lethal Injection promo.
Yes. Great album.
Yes. Comedy Spotlight Joe Torre and shit.
Joe Torre. What happened to him?
That's a good question. I saw him a Vlad interview years ago and shit.
um.
Um, Waquan's Cream verse got the hip hop quotable of the month.
hmm, One of the best verses.
Yes, sir.
I still prefer Dex own though. I like Dex
Same.
verse above the
Above
rim.
the rim.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
that killed. He killed that shit. But Raekwon did his thing too.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Talking about MC Search, they did like a little
Mm,
thing on MC Search.
right.
They did something about Charlie Brown from Leaders of New School, how he said Leaders of New School will never split up.
Yeah, right. Famous last words, right?
Right,
Right after that, they split up.
right.
Wow.
Yes. the Hard to Earn promo and
Yes, I
shit.
love that album cover.
That album cover is so ill.
Yeah.
Like that Mike Geronimo playing in the background and shit.
Like,
The Second Coming of
mm-hmm.
Rakim.
Yeah, definitely. He's lived up to the hype.
Yes, sir. Oh shit, the Return of the Treacherous 3.
Mm. I remember that. I remember when he came back.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Treacherous 3, I need to get that album
Yeah,
and shit, because
I didn't hear that one.
that lyricism alone, like talking about 1979, 1980,
Mm-hmm.
that shit came out. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, shout out to my homegirl Sherry Sharp and Mercedes Ladies. They did something on her and stuff
Nice.
like that.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, I
gorgeous.
still talk to her time after time and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, Vanilla Ice's G Funk album.
Oh Lord,
That
that's when he
actually made
was
the source. Wow.
switching genres. He didn't know what he was.
Right. Didn't he go dreads around that time?
Yeah, he had dreads too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. More gangsta shit.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, this is around the time when you have to read all this shit just to get to the fucking ratings and shit.
Go
Okay,
through this.
finally.
Right.
Now, y'all ready for this? All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the ratings, of course, Nas, Illmatic. We even have to say the rating on this one. I mean,
Nope.
that's
Great.
been so ingrained on our fucking. I'm not even gonna lie. Of course, Five Mike album, of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But this Five Mike rating actually caused some controversy, especially people in
Mm-hmm.
the West Coast,
Right.
because they felt like the Chronic from Dr. Dre deserved a Five Mike rating just as Illmatic.
I agree.
And if I'm not mistaken, the Chronic got 3.5 mics, if I'm not mistaken,
That's
which
crazy.
crazy and
How?
shit like
How does that get a 3.5?
that. I don't want to say they were biased against the West because they
Mm-hmm.
gave Q I think 5 mics on Death Certificate
Right.
and shit like that. And I think in that same year they gave the Diary from Scarface 5 mics as
Mm-hmm.
well too. Matter of fact,
Right.
I think Scarface was like the only Southern MC to get 5 mics for 2 albums because he got 5 mics for the
Wow.
Diary and the Fix.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time with it. Like this is a 5 mic classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shaheem, aka the Rugged Child,
Mm-hmm.
4 mics.
Yes. Good album.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more of a Lost Generation person, but
Right.
that album, I'm not gonna get mad at the 4 mic rating and shit.
Right.
This was the same nigga that made Jay-Z rewrite his verse on the Show Improve album, the Show Improve
Mm-hmm.
song by Kane and shit, which
Hmm.
I have a strong feeling that Kane might perform that song and shit.
Right.
We'll
That'd be
really
dope.
don't know.
You bring out Shaheem too when you do that.
Yeah,
You
Shaheem
know?
J.
Yeah, right? Oh God.
Um, n- not niggas off the street.
Who's that?
Um, 2.5 mics.
I don't even know who that
I,
is.
I thought it was niggas on the run, MC8 shit, but it wasn't and
Oh,
stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I
okay.
don't know who that is either. Shazzy,
Shazzy?
Gettysburg's address.
Never never heard of it.
I heard of Shazzy before. I heard
Shazzy?
she's a female rapper.
What happened to her?
Um, this album got 3.5 mics.
Wow. Never
Uh, never. I know who Shazzy is, but I never heard it. They said Pete Rock and CL Smooth did some production on this. I'm like, okay, interesting, interesting. All right.
it's crazy.
E40, the Mailman EP,
Mm,
3.5 mics.
never heard it.
I've heard some of it. I'm not like the biggest E40 fan. I'm not gonna lie. Like some of this
Right.
shit is growing on me, but
Mm-hmm.
the E40 I like is like In the Major Ray,
Right.
Hall of Fame, um, Captain Save a Ho. When he was with his group, like that's the
Right.
E40. Everything in. Well, I'm not gonna lie, 'cause he did have some dope shit in the 2000s. Like, I did like some of my Ghetto Report card,
Right.
but he's been hit or miss and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I respect him more.
Mm-hmm.
Nefertiti, life, living in fear of extinction. Three mics.
Never heard that. That's the one that she was down with X Clan.
Yeah,
Link Q. Link Q.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
I never heard that. I gotta hear that one.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got. The new Two Live crew back at your ass for the 9-4.
The new
Three
Two Live
mics.
Crew. What happened to the old one?
I think this was after Uncle Luke left the
Oh
group, if
wow.
I'm not mistaken. And around
Never.
this time, Professor Griff of Public Enemy
Mm,
was working with them. I think at that time too, because he
wow.
did some production on that.
Two Live Crew
Yeah,
and Professor Griff. Well, that don't even sound like a combination.
yeah. Guess who got him that deal in Luke
Who's that?
Records? Chuck D.
Wow.
After the whole
Mm.
anti-Semitism shit.
Chuck D got them a new deal.
Yeah, Chuck D. He said Griff said it in the Black E interview. He said Chuck D got him the deal
Wow.
with Luke Records, the same way how Chuck D got Flavor Flav the
Mm,
deal with VH1 and shit.
that's crazy. I didn't know
Yeah, at
Chuck
least
D
Chuck.
was behind that. Wow. Love and Hip Hop. The Flavor of Love.
Yeah, because at that time, I think Flavor Flav was still getting in trouble with the law and he was
Mm,
losing money. So Chuck D, saw the VH1 opportunity, and this came out of Flavor Flav's mouth too.
right.
So yeah,
Wow. That's
um,
crazy.
Conscious Daughters, Ear to the Street,
That was a
2.5.
dope G Funk album.
Man,
You didn't like it?
production wise by Paris, it was
Mm,
good,
mm,
but it was something about the Conscious Daughters I did not like.
yeah.
They just
They're not.
seemed
They're not gangster enough.
right for a gangster rap, and you call yourself the Conscious Daughter. It's like first of all, the
Mm,
name Conscious Daughters alone, I just didn't like that name.
you're right.
Yeah, it
Mm,
just seems kind of cheesy. Like I
yeah.
know one of them died years ago and shit
Oh
too.
wow.
So
I didn't know that.
yeah. All right. Down south, lost in Brooklyn. Didn't hear that one. 3.5 mics.
That was that's the right review for that because it wasn't no standout track from what I remember. This was just like underground hip hop. You know.
All right, and I think this is the last one on this issue.
Mm,
Sibo, Gas Chamber, 3 mics.
okay.
Um, I've heard that album a while back. I'm not really the biggest Sibo fan like that,
Right.
but that's the right rating for it
Right.
and shit. All right, that's all the albums that they have here. Yeah, this one's a pretty short one.
Right.
Oh wait, okay, they have the singles and shit. It talks about nice and smooth hip hop freaks.
Nice.
That was from the
Jewel
Jewel of
now.
the Night album,
Yeah.
and I might still need to hear.
Mm-hmm.
Intelligent Hoodlum Street Life remix, very dope remix and shit.
Yeah.
Um, Fazul, Blind, Crippled, and Crazy, never heard that one.
Never heard of him.
Black Moon, I Got You Open remix,
Oh
classic remix.
yes. Yes. That's my favorite
Yes.
Black Moon remix.
Oh, yeah, that might be my favorite. Yeah, that might be my favorite one too and
Yeah.
shit, man. I still need to get my hands on the Digging in the Crates
Yeah.
compilation.
Mm-hmm.
That goes for a stupid amount of money these days. But I'm just grateful I got the first two albums and shit.
Right.
So.
Right.
But yeah, and that's all that's on this album. This issue. They have the Coolio, Fantastic
Mm-hmm.
Voyage and shit. Um,
Right.
yeah, man.
That was
A
dope.
lot of albums I didn't really know about on this one and shit like that.
Right.
What time is it? We did this for 14 minutes. You still want to stay on? Or you just want to?
It's up to you. Yeah, we can stand. You know.
I think I'll do another one.
Another one. Okay.
Yeah, just I'll probably do a Jet magazine this time.
Right.
That time I'm just trying to make it at least 30 minutes and shit.
No doubt.
Oh, this is a good one. All right, this is March 23rd, 1987.
Mm.
When Lisa Bonet
Yeah.
appeared on that Angel Heart movie, and Bill Cosby didn't really prove it
Mm.
and
I
shit.
remember that.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what they got. Let me see what they got. Oh, Beauty of the Week,
Mm. Wow.
Angela Tunso.
Okay.
Okay, she alright, she alright.
Yeah, she alright.
That pose, it's that pose though.
Pose.
Yeah. All right, let me get to the album. Oh, they have Mike Tyson winning his second crown and shit.
Right.
I know they're trying to come out with a mini series on Mike Tyson.
Are they? Wow. A mini series. Wasn't isn't Jamie Foxx playing them?
Yeah, I
So
think
the
so.
biopic. So the biopic is coming out. Okay.
Yeah, I think there's a mini series and I don't know. They've
Right.
been saying this for years, but
Yeah.
so Jet did a top 20 albums at this
Mm.
time. Number 20, Lionel Richie's Dancing on the Ceiling.
Mm. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that album is not my favorite per se when it comes to Lionel, but it's
Right.
not a bad album. Like I remembered it.
Right.
Shit. Ready for the World, Long Time Coming.
Mm.
Only heard
Never
that
heard.
first album.
Yeah.
To be honest, I like Ready for the World, but they were like I hate to say they were a Minneapolis sound wannabe kind of group. I hate to say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
18, Cameo, Word Up. Mm,
Nice. You didn't like that one, right?
I didn't overrated. I'm just gonna say
Oh
that.
wow.
Overrated. Loose Ends, Zagora.
Mm.
Very dope album.
Dope.
That's it.
Dope.
I used to have that album, but when I opened the
Mm.
vinyl, some motherfucker, it was chipped off and shit. So
Wow.
I gotta get another copy of that bullshit. Ugh.
The end of the record was chipped.
Yeah, like I get
Mm.
the vinyl, and then it was like somebody bit a piece out of the vinyl and some shit.
That's
That kind of
crazy.
made me mad because it took me a while to get that album and shit. And then when I finally got it, that shit happened.
Right.
But at least I got their last album because that's a rare collectible.
Yeah. Wow.
New edition, Blue Moon is number 16. That was when they
Mm.
went doo wop
Yeah.
after Bobby Brown got fired.
Mm. That's the covers album.
I never heard that new edition album, believe me. I would actually,
It's
I
underrated.
did. Yeah, when we did the breakdown, I did hear that album.
Yes.
Okay. Greg Abbott, Shake You Down. Gregory Abbott, excuse
I
me.
only know one song from him.
Yeah, he's a one hit wonder, but
Mm.
I've heard some shit from that album though. It's
Mm.
pretty straight, but that
Is
Shake
that
You Down song,
right?
I love that fucking record and shit.
Yeah.
And he's still making money off that shit too to this
Mm.
day.
Right.
Eeny, meeny, matter of fact, I'm
Yeah.
about to play that shit right
You
now.
be playing that?
Yeah, man, like
I
lately
think
I've
I
been in the 80s R&B kind of mood lately.
right.
Yeah, and it's a sin I never play that song.
I think my mom had had his album on cassette back in the day. I want to say, but I never heard it. I remember the one song he had though.
Yeah, from what I remember, the album is like a mixture
Mm.
of like how can I put this? Contemporary R&B,
Right.
a little bit of jazz, and a little bit of proto New Jack Swing, especially with
Right.
that 80s drum machine and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I used to have my iPod or whatever. I used to have this song
Mm-hmm.
playing this shit on my way to high school and shit. Oh
Right.
man. All right. Number more, a lot of love. An artist that
Mm.
was supposed to have been having an interview here, but you know what?
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna
What's up
say.
with that? What's up with that? She don't got time?
She was I follow her on Instagram and she was doing some touring and recording and shit.
Right.
So
So she's still doing
yeah,
it? Oh.
yeah. And then her manager was the
Mm.
communication between the manager and shit like that.
Right.
And speaking of
Well,
communication,
maybe when she finished, we could get her on.
yeah, like I'm not tripping and shit, but
Right.
at least it's not like what we do with Angie Stone. But you know what?
Oh Lord.
I'm still getting myself over that. But Bobby Bland, after all, never heard that
Mm,
album.
yeah.
Janet Jackson Control at number 12.
Mm,
Mm,
great.
number 12. Oh wow. Well, this is an issue, so it could have gotten up
Right.
over the issues and shit. Bobby Brown, King of Stage.
Over control? Hell
Over
no.
Control. That's disrespectful.
How
Really?
are they going by it? How are they rating these albums?
That's a good question. I think they're going by charts and
Wow.
shit.
And
But
that was over control? That's retarded.
that is retarded.
Wow.
Wow. And I've heard, and it's like with Bobby,
Mm,
it's like that middle King of Stage. I mean, not King. Don't Be Cruel.
right.
I'll even throw in the '89 remix album and even the
Mm,
Bobby period album and shit like
mm,
that. Ironically, both Bobby and Jenny had an album after their first name
mm,
and shit like that. That's my favorite era of Bobby Brown and shit.
yeah.
I know like a lot of people don't really care for the Bobby album like that because
I
they said
love
it was a
that.
bit too. It was dope.
Right. It
It was
was.
dope. In my opinion, that was his best album rapping wise and shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man. They had a good mix of R&B, hip hop joints and shit.
Hmm.
I just wished, in my opinion, it would have been. I mean, it was promoted well,
Yeah.
but it's like if I feel like if they would have dropped the unreleased joint from
Mm,
1990 and
yeah.
stuff like that, 'cause I
Yeah.
feel like there was an album missing in between "Don't Be Cool" and "Bobby," and I feel like
Hmm.
if that unreleased album would have came out, it would have been the perfect length. And shit,
Yeah.
'cause I've heard some snippets and of
Hmm.
shit like that. It was fire like that. I love that "Pain in My Heart" track or whatever that shit is
Hmm.
that he did on VMAs, and then he used that same sample that Shan used
Right.
for Juice Crew Law and stuff like that in the second half. I was like, oh
Mm.
shit. If that would have came out, that might have been an instant classic, just right off from the gate.
And they probably still have it in the vault somewhere.
They probably do.
Why didn't it come out?
That is a good question. Why it never came out? I guess they just thought it wasn't really that good, or I don't
Wow.
know. Because even at that time too, he was still beginning with his trouble with the law and shit too. So
Right.
you never know.
That's crazy.
Sometimes I question why certain albums never get released.
Cause then if that had came out, we probably wouldn't have gotten the Bobby album in '92. Probably would have been later.
Mm,
You know,
maybe and shit like that.
depending. Right.
You never know sometimes.
Right.
All right. 8 Madhouse number 10.
Mm.
Um, Madhouse. Madhouse the
Yeah. Yeah.
Prince.
Prince. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I love that fucking album and shit like that.
I gotta hear that. That's still on my when we recommended it to me like 2 years ago. That's still on my watch list. I haven't I haven't
Yeah,
listened to that album yet.
because I was really planning on getting that album, but I was going through like a lot of money issues and shit like that around that time.
Right.
So I was just like, you know what, this
Mm.
album can wait and shit. I mean, if you like, see, that's the thing, because Prince in 1987 was probably
Mm.
his best year because he was doing Sign of the Times,
Right.
the proposed Dream Factory shit,
Mm.
Camille. I
Yeah.
want to say he did some work on Sheila E's self-titled album and stuff like that. Not the romance, that one. Yeah, not that one. The one
Not that
Eric
one.
got me with shit.
Right.
Jill Jones album.
That was good.
Um, yes, like he was, and like at that time, the Cracks was Warner Brothers was beginning to show because he was doing music at his own shit, and
Yeah.
he was pretty much pimping the system at that time.
Right.
They ain't like that. That's point blank period. But in my opinion,
Mm.
that Madhouse album is like the only Madhouse album I listen to because the other ones were cool, but it
Mm.
didn't have that flavor. Like if
Right.
you like the Family's album, like
Mm.
1985 The Family, then you'll probably like that album. Like I like the jazzy Prince he did from 85 to like 87 to 88
Right.
and shit. Like it's not always Little Red Corvette and Purple Rain and shit. Sometimes I like
Right.
to
True.
vibe out to mountains and
Hmm.
shit like that.
Right.
And I love those songs. Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's like the general Prince fan, it's like they only know 1999, Purple
Mm-hmm.
Rain, and then they'll
Gotcha.
mention Sign of the Times.
Right.
And I use that word mention loosely and shit,
Right.
because it's like they'll mention it because it's supposed magnum opus and stuff like that. But it's like certain reviews I watched from Sign of the Times, I'm just
Mm.
like, y'all really missing the point, man. Like
Right.
niggas talking about, oh, I didn't care for It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night. I'm like, what?
Mm.
You didn't care for Playing the Sunshine? Are you?
Crazy.
And then one dude talk about, oh, that album's overrated. I'm just like, oh, nah. I immediately had to turn it off. Like, these are, I'm gonna leave them nameless and shit. I don't want to call them out, but
Damn.
these are niggas I usually like and shit. But when he said Sign of the Times is overrated,
Mm.
and I think he said it oh, because technically he broke up with the Revolution,
Right.
like the messy breakup. I'm like, well, that doesn't mean it's overrated and shit like
Mm.
that. I mean,
Right.
hell, Ice Cube left NWA and shit like that. You gonna say, oh, America's Most Wanted is overrated because he left NWA and shit?
Right.
But these are the same motherfuckers that gave a good rating to I think Donda. But okay, anyway, Mickey Howard, Come Share My Love,
Mm.
very dope album.
Yeah.
Um, to be honest, I have the self-titled one. The only one I have was Love Under New Management. That's my shit.
Right.
I know that album. I want to say she did a cover of Earth, Wind, and Fire's Reasons on that too.
Oh wow.
Millie Jackson, An Imitation of Life. Never heard that album.
Never know.
Why did they have Cameo Word Up twice? It's not that good of an album. Twice. I mean, okay,
Mm.
but okay. Jet. All right. Shirley Murdoch, self-titled. Ooh,
Never heard that one.
very dope album. Um, that's Roger Troutman production. Man. Oh my god.
Right.
Um, I know she had that song As We Lay on that joint too. Yeah, that's one I gotta talk. We gotta talk about one day.
Yeah.
So, Club Nouveau, Life, Love, and Pain. I want to say I have that album
I
too.
actually have the yes, I have that one. That's the one with
And
Lean
yeah,
on Me. Yeah.
yeah, that's that. I'm not gonna lie, that album is fire.
It's dope. Yeah.
It's
It's
dope.
a
It,
dope
it has
album.
like a nice little like if you're fans of the system, you like that shit. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
You know what? We might talk about that one before the year's
Yeah.
over.
They slept on. Definitely
Very
slept on.
slept on.
They were
But I
playing
love.
they were playing the rumors joint on BMF last night. On Sunday night.
I still gotta watch it. I have to watch that
Yeah.
tonight.
They I think they were rumors, but when they came out with rumors, they were the Timex Social Club or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm
Then they
like, oh, they
changed up the
playing
rumors.
rumors. Hmm.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
my joint is Why You Wanna Treat Me So Bad. That's my shit.
Yes, I love that joint.
Ooh, yeah.
They severely slept on.
For real, like that was New Jack Swing before New Jack Swing
Yeah. Yep.
and shit like that. I feel like they should them and the system, man. Oof,
Yeah. Crazy.
Jesus. Like, you know what? We might talk about that next month.
Yeah. True.
I
True.
want. I have to find that album though.
Yeah.
Anita Baker, Rapture.
Classic.
Yes.
Great album.
Yeah, we got to get back to the Anita Baker reviews probably after we
Yeah.
finish Janet Jackson and shit.
You ain't finished
Um,
Janet yet? You still
we have
doing
that.
Janet?
Yeah, because we have that last recent album, which that's gonna be later on this year because I'm trying
Okay.
to get my homeboy Lamont on that one too.
Right.
And
Unbreakable. Unbreakable.
yes, your favorite one. Um, oh wow, Beastie Boys License to Ill. Wow, number three.
Wow. Really?
Over. Well, I'm
On
not gonna
Jet
be lying, 'cause that
magazine?
was a crossover success, and at that time it was Columbia's fastest selling album at that time too, and I
Wow.
think it still is too.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Brass Monkey, Fight for Your Right. But I'm not gonna lie, the song I like that they
Mm,
hate.
mm.
Girls, they all I really want is girls.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, that it's so juvenile. It's good. I'm not gonna say it's bad though, but I
Right.
love that. Be like that girls. All I really want is girls.
Oh, Lord.
Um, but my favorite joint, Hold
Mm.
It Now, Hit It.
Yeah. That's dope.
That shit goes hard. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you have a nice system in your ride,
Yeah.
yeah, you play that shit. You gotta wear like a Kangol hat, have
Yep.
like some glasses, some like fucking DMC glasses and shit like that, cruising down the fucking street, man.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah, man. But I'm not gonna lie, even though I love License to Ill, I'm
Mm-hmm.
more of a Paul Boutique, Check Your Head,
Yeah.
Ill Communication, nigga. Hell, I
Mm-hmm.
leave. It's like when it's like they all. It's funny because I didn't mention this yesterday when we
Mm-hmm.
did the Rage review.
Right.
When people talk about the Beatles, they always want to say rap rock, rap rock.
Mm-hmm.
It's like these niggas were fucking doing funk and jazz
Yeah.
and hell, they even doing fucking pop music. They blending that shit
Mm-hmm.
well, and they were them
Mm-hmm.
fucking sellers. They weren't just because they were white. They weren't always doing rock music and shit, you know.
Right.
But hey, um, but people always want to say License to Ill and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. It's like Paul's Boutique. It gets. I feel like that album gets more praise outside of hip hop than in the
Yeah.
hip hop community.
Yeah.
If that makes
I
sense.
agree. That's not even my favorite Beasties album. To tell you, that's not one of my favorites, but it
Yeah.
gets a lot of praise for some reason over the other ones. I never really understood that.
You know what it is?
Mm.
Because at that time, it was a commercial failure when it was
Mm.
released.
Right.
Because they were working with the Dust Brothers, and they had to relocate to the West Coast,
Mm.
and the black community kind of thought, oh, y'all leaving the black label for the white label
Right.
and shit like that. Kind of the same with Tina Marie's Robbery, because commercially that album wasn't as strong as her previous album because she went to Epic Records at that time.
Right. Right.
And when people re-listen to it, like, yeah, they liked Hey Ladies,
Mm-hmm.
they like Shake Your Rump,
Yeah.
and that album even got them on Soul Train when they did that Shatterack song
Right.
and stuff like that too.
Mm.
But then over the years, once people like recognize the sampling and stuff like that, they started paying attention to the album more and saying, you know what, it is a very good album. I feel like the critics love the album more
Yeah.
because they even loved the album back when it first released. But this is the thing, and I'm not getting at the Beastie Boys Paul's Boutique,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of that same year, De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising came out,
Right.
and it's funny how that album got lambasted, like they got sued for samples and stuff like that. But you notice how Paul's Boutique never got that hype though, and they use a lot of samples. Like they even
Mm-hmm.
sample like Chico and the Man, for
Right.
God's sakes, like
Right.
that. But and like I said, I love both albums, both classic albums
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. But I've always compared those two albums together
Right.
based on like sampling and shit though,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna lie, I love Paul's Boutique, but certain shit in Paul's Boutique didn't always work just like in 3 Feet High and Rising
Right.
and
I
shit.
agree.
So
I agree.
yeah, that's why like even though like that's like their most influential album in my
Mm.
eyes, these I think Check Your Head kind of grew on me more
Right.
and stuff like that because how they went back to like rapping on the album and
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
They went back to the basics and shit,
Mm-hmm.
like so what you want.
Yes.
Jesus
Fire.
Christ, oh my God. Shit.
Fire.
Man, that song is so fucking perfect and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
The video too,
Yeah. I
when they
love
were
the
in the
video.
fucking woods and oh man,
Classic.
like MC MCA probably his best single album with the Beastie Boys and shit, like Professor
Right.
Booty.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even get me started on Lighten Up. Oh my
Yeah. That
Woo!
was dope. That was dope too.
Let's not let's not make this a Beastie Boys shit, but
The Beastie Boys convo.
yeah. Freddie Jackson, just like the first time. I'm
Mm.
not gonna lie, I'm not really the biggest Freddie Jackson fan.
I like
And
his singles. I ain't hear his albums though.
yeah,
You know.
his first album, that's the only one I would have and shit.
Right.
Um, he actually got mad at George Michael too.
Really.
Yeah.
What he do?
So how George Michael space was very successful in the
Right.
R&B charts and the crossover success,
Mm.
and I think George Michael won like hella Soul Train award, and Freddie Jackson, I think either he confronted George Michael or he said it in the magazine how
Mm.
George Michael's not R&B, yada yada. He's getting
Oh Lord.
some bitch. Like I'm not gonna lie, me, the pro black nigga. You know me, I'm always for civil rights, all this shit, but
Right.
George Michael made better music. I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
real.
He did. He did.
Like even in it up to his death, he made dope
Mm,
music and shit. Freddie
right,
Jackson, you only had one good album. I'm gonna be
right,
real. His
right.
singles, I love Jam Tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You Are My Lady. I
Yeah, my
love
lady.
Nice and Slow. It's a classic. But
Mm-hmm.
that Hush Productions kind of sound,
Right,
Freddie Jackson, I'm not really a big fan of that Hush Productions kind of sound. It was a bit too, how can I put this? Sensationalized. Let me
right.
just say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've ever used that word before, but still, I don't even know if I'm using it in the right sentence. So, but it was a bit too synthy and
Right.
whatever. Like, just give me my Jimmy Jim and Terry Lewis. Give
Mm-hmm.
me all that other shit. And
Yeah.
hell, even the number one, Luther Vandross, give me a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Give me that one and
Right.
shit like that. Possibly my favorite album from Luther too.
Sweet.
And you know when a motherfucker leans on the album cover, you know that's a good album
Yep.
and shit.
Yeah. I see memes of people posting that up.
Yeah.
You know, when
Um.
Lionel did it and Luther, Michael.
Well, Lionel barely passed, but
Right.
he barely passed and shit. So
Right.
mind you, Lionel had to dress up like Thriller just to get that fucking lean
Mm-hmm.
and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, because he wouldn't have the same effect in like a tuxedo or something like
Well,
that.
maybe. I mean, it
Maybe.
depends on the tuxedo and shit.
Mm,
Teddy Pendergrass, "It's Time for Love" album, he did the lean.
right.
Joe, Joe, he did that little lean. He did that this lean and shit. Joe tried to be different with that shit. You know
Oh, man.
what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Hell, even some female. I'm trying to think of this one female artist did a lean. But yeah, but anytime an R&B singer does a lean,
Mm,
you know they mean business.
yeah.
When it comes to that album and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But back to give me the reason. But yeah, man, this album to me, very very dope album. Stop to Love, so amazing. The shit he did with Gregory Hines, there's nothing better than Love.
Mm,
Gregory Hines, another d- dope entertainer in my opinion.
yeah.
Um, what Sammy Davis Jr. was to the 50s and 60s is what Gregory Hines was to the 80s and 90s, in
Yeah.
my opinion and shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Um, Rest in peace to both of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, him and Marcus Miller, man, alone, they minus the Busybody album and shit like that.
Mm,
Luther's 80s discography is flawless.
yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, I love that breakdown we did.
Yeah, that was
Like
one of the best ones.
one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, this has been real as fuck.
Yeah.
The next Inside the Zine is definitely gonna be live and shit.
That'd be dope.
I was thinking about doing this one.
Mm. Uh oh.
Yeah,
Yes, I gotta be live, yo.
yeah, that gotta be live and
That
shit.
that has to have some good albums in that one.
For real.
You know.
Biggie with the Twin Tower. That's the collector's item and shit.
Yes.
Like
Definitely.
I might do that one and the
Mm.
Tupac Free one and shit like that live.
Okay.
But you know what? Do you want to just do that live with the I-20 album tomorrow or later on
Let's
today?
do that. Let's do that then.
Yeah.
I
Let me see how
told
many songs it should have. Hold on.
you. Yeah.
You know them down south albums, they be have like 22 fucking songs. And shit.
Right.
Eight skits. Oh, this has 14. Oh, okay.
14.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We can do a double feature tomorrow.
Dope.
I'll just drop this shit tonight as a late night feature and shit.
Right.
But yeah, this is one I like about Inside the Scene, man. Just
Yeah.
like comparing the reviews of these days and shit.
Right.
Um, Definitely very fun. You know what I'm saying? Also, I was gonna mention something. I was gonna mention something. You have not heard Vince Staples' new album yet, have you?
No. I only one I heard was it Big Fish and the FM project.
Oh man. Oh, so you never even heard Summertime either?
Nah, I didn't hear that one. I didn't hear that.
Oh,
You wanna
yo.
discuss those?
I was thinking about I've been in the Vince Staples mood a little lately and shit because
Hmm.
I did want to talk about some newer albums this month. Like I know Do or Die 2 is definitely coming.
Yeah.
That might be next week and shit.
Okay.
Um, Vince Staples might come before the year's over. I just because like I don't know. Part of me wants to do summertime though. That's the thing. That's that
Right.
album right there. But
Okay.
summer's over and shit.
uh,
Because I really want to do that over the summer, but
mm,
I think we did Ja Rule, I think, over that time. So we
too
were doing
long.
Metallica, we were doing Ja Rule, we were doing a lot of shit over this stuff.
Nelly. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. But like I said, this is some thoughts and shit. But that new Vince
Yeah.
Staples album, you gotta hear that shit.
Okay. What's the name of it again?
Hold on, I got pulled up the name. Because my brother-in-law, he actually played it, and
Mm,
I was like,
you
oh,
like
shit,
it?
I liked it, but
Yeah.
it just came out the blue that he came out with the album and shit. So
All right.
everyone's talking about. It's a self-titled album,
Oh, okay.
and it's on Motown too. Interesting.
Wow. You got something to Motown?
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right. So you can probably do that next week, and it has
Right.
10 songs. Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm sick of everyone talking about Certified Lover Boy and
Oh Lord.
Donda. Sick of everyone talking about.
It came and went for me. It's not
Right.
like album of the year. You know.
That they said in the Grammy prediction that album might get album of the year, Certified Lover Boy.
I won't be
I'm
surprised.
just like,
It's Drake.
I saw the prediction. I'm just like, yeah, this
Mm.
is trash. I just want to see the hip hop prediction. That's all I really care
Yeah.
about this year.
Like
I feel like a lot of genres this year has been kind of slow.
it
Even
hasn't.
on,
It hasn't
yeah,
really nothing really that stood out. You
right,
know.
man. Actually, wait. I mean, J. Cole's album was
That was dope.
good. It was
Is
dope.
it good enough for consideration though?
Maybe
You know.
King's Disease 2. That might be my favorite one of the year so
A
far.
lot of people like that. You know.
Hell, I won't be surprised if that got nominated. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
gonna
won't be
lie.
surprised. You know.
Yeah. Um. ELE 2. I feel like ELE 2 might get some nods though. I ain't gonna lie
That was
either.
good. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
ELE
That's right. It came out at
two.
the end of the year. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Cool.
a possibility.
Like I said, so many. Like hell, I might gonna be surprised.
Hmm.
I feel like Megan Stott shit might get nominated and shit.
Probably.
You know, Q-Tip signee.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's not really that many I can think that can be like Grammy worthy.
Right.
And like the last 3 months of the year, that's when all the
Yeah.
bangers come. So
Yep.
we'll see what happens. Like I just really focus on myself and shit.
Right.
Like I'm about to go eat me some dinner before I go to bed.
No doubt.
This has been real. Appreciate this, bro.
No doubt.
I'm just gonna drop this later on tonight, and I'll see y'all later.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.